Good morning, everyone. We had started a new chapter, that is resources and development. We already have discussed enough in this chapter, and today we'll begin with a new topic. But before we begin with the new topic, we'll just have a brief review of whatever we have studied till date. We have studied about the definition of resource. What is a resource? Everything which is available in the environment and which can be accessed easily and which can be brought into use. Which can be brought into use only if it is easily accessible, right? Easily and feasibly accessible with the help of technology. Meaning everything which is available in the environment and can be used to satisfy the needs of humans, provided it is technologically feasible and accessible, is termed as a resource. Then we had discussed about types of resources. We have discussed about natural resource, human resource, and man-made resource. Then what are natural resources? The one which have been drawn from nature. Then we discussed about the resources on the basis of origin, on the basis of renewability, and on the basis of their level of development. On the basis of distribution, that is ubiquitous and localized. Now today, we also discussed about what are human-made resources and what are human resources. Today we'll be discussing about the resources on the basis of ownership. Now, on the basis of ownership, the resources have been divided into 4 parts: individual resources, community-owned resources, national resources, and international resources. Now, on the basis of ownership, you can see individual means owned by an individual. Community owned by the community. National and international. The best example of international is your Indian Ocean, right? Up to 12 kilometers, right? It is the private property of India. Then from 12 to 200 kilometer, it comes into exclusive economic zone. Means we have an access, but certain terms and conditions are there, right? And beyond 200 kilometer, if we want to access the resources in the Indian Ocean, we'll have to take the permission of the international organization, as beyond 200 kilometer, the Indian Ocean goes in the hand of international organizations, right? So if we talk about Indian Ocean up to 12 kilometers, up to 12 nautical miles, it is a part of India. From 12 to 200 kilometer, it goes into exclusive economic zone. We can use it, but still certain limitations are there. And beyond 200 kilometer, it goes in the hands of international organizations. Now, individual resources. Individual resources are those resources which are owned by an individual and can't be accessed by someone else. For example, your own house. It is your own private property. Community-owned resources means which is owned by a community and all the members of the community have an access to it. National resources. National resources are resources which are owned by the particular nation and it belongs to the nation only. For example, your railways, your airways, it belongs to a nation. All the national parks, it belongs to India, and none of the countries can put a hold on, none of the countries can take a control of it. International resources, already given an example of Indian Ocean. International resources means the resources which belong to all the countries of the world. Example, water, seas and oceans, etc. Oceanic resources beyond 200 km of exclusive economic zone is internationally owned resource, which is regulated by international institutions. Now, factors which help in the development of resources. Human resources are we. Who are the human resources? We, the humans, who with the help of our skills, who with the help of our knowledge, prove beneficial for the country. Then technology, then international competition also helps in the development of resources. Better conditions for workers, definitely if workers are kept properly, if you treat your employees well, right, they'll also give their 100% in the development of resources. And contributions from non-governmental organizations. So now we'll be discussing about the resources once again, right? On the basis of origin, biotic, abiotic. Biotic means living things and abiotic means non-living things. Then on the basis of renewability, the one which will get exhaust and the one which is inexhaustible and can be renewed quickly. So renewable and non-renewable, or inexhaustible and exhaustible, right? So renewable means the one which can be renewed quickly, non-renewable which take millions of years for their formation. Actual resources means the resources which have been developed, right? The resources whose quality is known and they are being used full-fledged. Potential means the resources which have the potential, right? The resources which have the potential and which can be proved very, very beneficial as well, but still they are not being brought into use, either due to lack of technology or either due to lack of awareness. Now, ubiquitous means the one which is found all over the world. Example, air. Air is a resource and it is found all over the world. Localized means which is found in a particular region, like your certain ores, your iron ore, your copper ore, they are found in a particular region. Human-made resources, the ones, right? Human-made resources are the resources made by mankind by using natural resources for their needs. Human resources, we are the ones, right? We are the ones who prove out to be doctors, engineers, and chartered accountants. And on the basis of ownership, we have discussed individual resources, community owned, national and international. And then the factors which help in the development of resources. Now class, you will go through all these slides once again thoroughly, right? And if any query is there, do message me on your WhatsApp group. Thank you.